G'day everyone, Wesley here from the Mental Awareness Foundation, and it is 2020. What a beautiful decade. And I guess, Mental Awareness Foundation has some amazing announcements to bring, and I have the lovely Raewyn Bailey here. Now, you may have seen her on a couple of posts and whatnot, particularly over the last few months, but we are just making the effort to introduce the beautiful Raewyn Bailey. Why? Because Raewyn Bailey is now the CEO of the Mental Awareness Foundation. Cue round of applause. Thank you. The reason why we're doing this is because transparency is a big thing for our charity, and for us, listen, the Mental Awareness Foundation has grown. It's gone from 130 people to last year 3.1 thousand people. And, we are raising money for mental health, and we're using those funds to spread the message of suicide prevention, and then also run an amazing event, which is a strategy towards improving mental health. But as you grow, there becomes complexities and also government compliance. And Raewyn, we were lucky to have Raewyn come on as a board member. And I guess Raewyn, in her amazing wisdom, as we have our what do you call those guys again?
Wisdom guys?
Wisdom people, yeah. Wisdom, she noticed that the Mental Awareness Foundation needed someone to actually truly run the operation, because my brother and I, God bless our souls, but we have businesses, and, we need to have someone that has the charity as a huge priority as well. So we are introducing the first CEO,
and hopefully only for a while.
Yes, a while, and she will be to us because she's amazing. But Raewyn, thank you for coming on board.
My pleasure.
It is a big thing for us. Tudor and I are pinching ourselves to think that we have the ability to employ someone to take care of the charity. But I guess, you, and just a little bit of background quickly, MAF, or Mental Awareness Foundation, is not your first charity.
No.
Philanthropy is in your blood. So what's your, you like giving back. Give us a little bit of a history about who you've helped in the past.
So I had my own recruitment company for 25 years, but I always wanted to give back. So while I had RB Recruitment, I actually did the Variety Ball for 7 years, and I chaired the Royal Brisbane Hospital Foundation Ball for 5 years. I also chaired a committee that raised $5.5 million to build an adolescent drug and alcohol abuse unit at Clarence Street, which is one of the things I'm really proud of, which helps kids 12 to 18 who have got drug abuse problems. And then when I got out of my business, I went and worked for the Mater Foundation to raise money for them. So I've always enjoyed giving back. Yeah,
and thank you. And that experience there was something that really gave us confidence to bring Raewyn on board. But mental health has actually touched you.
It has.
Are you happy to share that story?
Yeah, sure. So when I was 17, my father suicided, and I can talk about it now, but it also helps me to empathise with everyone who's gone through it, because I understand personally the guilt and the pain that people go through when something like that happens in their lives, and how hard it is to deal with.
Yeah. And thank you for sharing, because it is no matter who we are or what age we're at or whatnot, it is tough. Mm-hmm. But and I say thank you because sharing that story, guys, we want to share our stories so that we can help. Mm-hmm. And when Raewyn obviously came into our sphere, hearing that story, it obviously touched us, because Raewyn really wanted to connect with others to help, but then also make sure that our charity can touch as many people as possible. Now, obviously, you were at the walk last year.
Yes, I was.
I think you were, within our circles, she was the CEO. But what did you really enjoy about the walk?
I think I love the feeling of togetherness and non-judgment, and that even though we were talking about suicide, we managed to celebrate life.
Yes. Yeah.
And Wes and Tudor are amazing MCs, and just had the whole crowd of 3,100 people rocking. But it really touched my soul, and I think there are a lot of people there who had gone through suicide with someone close to them, and a few of them walked away and actually sent us Facebook messages saying it was the best thing they've ever done for their mental health. Yeah. So that, to me, if you can change the course of one person's life, you've done something, haven't you?
Yeah, and we hope to continue that. I guess, but Ray, you see potential with MAF. Where would you like to see the walk go?
I think we can surely see the walk get much bigger in Brisbane. I think there's a lot of potential there, but I'd also like to see it go Australia-wide. I think we could have one in every city and see people celebrating life, but also remembering those who we've lost. And one of the wonderful things I love about our walk is the tribute walk. That touches my heart, because it means people can go up and write a message to people that have gone.
Yeah, definitely. And listen, and that's actually one of our blue sky goals. We actually do want to get into every major city, and actually we do have made a focus that we do want to get rural as well. So if you are watching this and you'd like to contribute, or you think you could add value to our charity, and you are in a larger city such as Sydney and Melbourne, please do reach out. We'd love to hear from you, because it is about spreading our network, and we do want to bring the energy of what our walk created. Now, I must ask, Raewyn, mental health's a big thing. What do you do for your own mental health?
I actually find exercise to be really good. That endorphin release for me is fantastic. But I do like my quiet time too, reading a book, and also spending time with my husband and children, because the older I get, the more I know that family is incredibly important to you.
Sounds like quality time is
definitely
important.
Definitely quality time.
And she did mention exercise, so we are all about movement. Now, I'm not saying movement's the number one strategy, but it bloody can help, I can tell you that.
It does help. Totally agree with you.
Now, Sunday, the 11th of October 2020 is
our Walk for Awareness.
Walk for Awareness, and our beautiful CEO will be there. She'll be present. Now, registrations are actually available, so if you're watching this, please jump online, press like, share, register now. We've got an early bird price. I guess, Raewyn, just to finish up, if you could get a message out to, millions of people, or just our community in Brisbane or within Australia, what would you say?
I think there's still a stigma around suicide, and I'd like to think that people could feel more encouraged to talk to other people around them about suicide, and feel they can just relate to them. And also, my big thing is just be kind to everyone. It helps and makes a big difference.
Thank you, and I ditto. Being
You're stealing my
kind. Well, you're the one creating the thunder, so I'm just enhancing it. But listen, being kind, but not only to others, but to yourself.
Yes,
we all have an inner voice, and that volume can be really turned up quite high, or can you actually turn that down? And being kind to yourself is actually where it needs to start, because once you're kind to yourself, you will be kind to others. And so I guess I just want to end with, please look after yourself. You are the number one person in this world. That's right. You come first, and you look after you can look after others. However, thank you, Raewyn, for joining our team. You'll see her a little bit more. She's a lot prettier than I am, so there'll be more photos. She's amazing. But please, if you're watching, like, share. Once again, Walk for Awareness, Sunday, the 11th of October 2020. But we'll be getting there. There'll be plenty of messages going out, and thanks for your time.
See ya. Bye.